just walking out to the beach. You hear the waves crashing, so I guess that's what they do, crash. But like I said, I had never been to the beach, so I didn't know. And just to be here and experience it, I mean, that's really something, you know. And what I did, first I was coming for one night, and then I was like, man, you gotta drive 7.5 hours, 8 hours. It was probably more than that with the rain. I left my house like 7:30 Central Time. Got down here about 5 something because the rain was crazy on March 15, 2025, and so you see the people in they little beach chairs, but yesterday the beach chairs wasn't out here. Now I'm thinking probably because the winds was so high, so I guess, because I came, I was like, where are the doggone beach chairs at? Well, I guess the beach chairs don't come out when the winds are high. But yeah, I drove way down here. At first I was only gonna stay one night, and then it's like, damn, you driving 7 hours, probably 8 hours or more, because every time I came in the rain, every time it started raining sheets, we just pulled over and sat there for a few minutes. And yeah, I was like, okay, if it's not raining, my rule was this, because when you drive in that rain, I feel like you gotta play mental games with yourself. So look at my shadow. I'm walking so cute on the beach. See, co-worker, I told you I was gonna be doing this, walking like this on the beach. Look at the little bird. I'm driving in the rain, especially crazy as it was on March 15, 2025. Driving in the rain, and I was like, sometimes in life you mentally, like how you mentally going to prepare yourself. Because I was just not even out long. Look at that water still showing up. I guess it just shows up then, my bad. Yesterday I thought I was just doing all that because of the rain, but I'm gonna sit at my beach trying to do my content. I was gonna walk along the beach foot in a minute, but I'm gonna sit down for the simple fact that I wanted to sit down yesterday, and it wasn't no sit down because the winds was high, and I guess when the winds are high, they don't bring out. Sit down. Whoa. Look at all the little birds. Do y'all see all them little birds? They out here having them. Like I said, we in their habitat, but they out here having them some fun too. And I'm just right here. I love to see them fly. I'm just right here enjoying the beach. And my $5 sandals I got from Family Dollar. Nah, them sandals come from Family Dollar. Them sandals came from Dollar General, $5. They say get your beach stuff before you come down here, so make sure y'all do that. Oh yeah, I'm just sitting in my beach chair. Now you know what? And then what I did was, first I was only coming one night. And then I thought to myself, well, man, you driving 8 hours. Go and book up another night. Went on the website. I felt it wasn't so easy. I would have had to basically cancel the room I had in order to book up. And then plus I've always wanted to stay at Best Western Tides in Orange. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just stay at Best Western on the beach one night, Tides the second night. But like going forward, I ain't trying to be hopping from one hotel to another hotel. Either I'm going to stay at the same hotel all night, especially in the same area, or nah, this ain't finna be my norm. know, but it's exception to the rules, and that's just how things worked out. And if it had worked out for me, the easier and an easier way to have booked up 2 nights for Best Western on the beach, I would have. Because right now, I don't see nothing wrong with what I'm looking at right now. But supposedly Orange Beach is supposed to be so much better than Gulf Shores. Orange Beach is supposed to have so much to do and Gulf Shores. There's so much more to do than Gulf Shores, which I can't say, but I've heard. Now, I haven't had experience yet. I barely just made it to Best Western on the beach. I barely done, I barely done made it to Best Western on the beach. I ain't really been in Orange Beach like that right now, so yeah, but right. Can y'all see that? I'm just sitting in my beach chair right now under my umbrella. Can't tell me nothing. Look at that. Can y'all see that? I'm way down here and I'm looking all on look at that water. This is crazy. People love to come down here so much. I'm sure I'll come back. I got me a room again. I don't know the date out. Is this a sunshiny day? We'll probably come back. I plan to. I got my room booked. So, and it was an easy drive. Like I said, I came from West Tennessee. Drove through Mississippi to Jackson, Mississippi. Went through Hattiesburg, through Mobile, through to Gulf Shores. I do not like going down to the mall. I guess they call it Highway 780 or whatever. I feel it's too many trucks all up close together. So I didn't go that route. That is the route that you can go, but I feel like somebody else was saying online, that is not as scenic as coming through going the back way of Jackson, Mississippi to Hattiesburg, from West Tennessee to Jackson, Mississippi to Hattiesburg to Mobile and on into Gulf Shores. And the sun shine. I told y'all that sun was gonna shine today. I told y'all it was gonna look better. Look at the beautiful birds flying. Yeah, so I'm here, man. I'm late. I finally got my morning people. Y'all can't tell me not see. And now I got to be checked out at 11. If I had booked the night, I could just be here for however long I want to. Right now, and just get up and go. I got to get up and get out of here by 11 o'clock. So that's for me. It's an incomplete. That's why I said I'm not going to be hopping from one hotel to another hotel. But I didn't want to take no chance on losing about 1:30 at night, baby. So yeah, we gotta get out of here and head to the tide. Well, we're gonna go to Lambert's. Last night we had the Hangout, so I'll do a little review. I'm telling myself to do a little review of the Hangout. I'm on birds out here. I'm telling myself to do a review of the Hangout. That was a nice little spot, and it's right, because I had did some research to see. What would be a good place to eat, and go short. And one of the first names that popped up was the Hangout. And I remember as soon as I turned off Gulf Shores, I guess Gulf Shores Boulevard onto East Beach Boulevard where Best Western is, they down like I think the beach, it's like it's a 1/3 mile or 3.3 miles from, it's just a walk up the street. But it started raining, so me and my boy got in my car and we drove down it. It was no parking problem. It was no problem parking. I just drove in there, and we had We stayed at the Best Western on the beach. Okay. As I came up the street, up the main, up the, you know how you come through Foley, coming up all the way up, and then I made that left on Beach, that main drag. You have to come out here, cross that bridge. You got to drive in 30 miles to get to Gulf Shore. So as I'm driving straight down that street, uh, as I was driving straight down the street, came to the end where you had to make a left turn. So it ends at the East Beach Boulevard, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So I had to make a left there. As soon as I get there, I see the big old sign said the Hangout. I'm like, okay, I'll make a good left or whatever, keep coming up to the Best East. So the Hangout is 101 East Beach Boulevard. Best Western is 337. Best Western on the beach is 337 East Beach Boulevard. So that ain't nothing but a walk up. Me and my son was gonna walk, but it started raining. I'm like, let's get the umbrella. I'm like, nah, baby, let's drive. So I drove my car there because I wasn't finna get wet and all this. Man, I didn't feel like that. I wasn't gonna do. So that was a vibe. Like that, the Hangout was an experience. It's like this big old beach club. It's got outdoor stuff, but the big part is the main sit down. You go in the inside. Cause I was like, okay, it's raining in this outdoor seat. I'm like, well, you don't get to sit on the inside. They're like, oh yeah, you go up there. So I walked up the steps and I sat down. The food was really good. He got the chicken nachos, but he didn't eat much of that. He had already eaten. I think he wasn't hungry, and he ain't never ate chicken. Like it was a big old, like if you like chicken nacho, you would probably love it because it was this big size of chicken nacho, but he ain't never had no chicken nacho. And I guess of what was on the menu, that's what decided he wanted to try. And he ate some of it. He didn't complain about it. He just didn't eat it all, probably because he just, you know, not no full size adult eat full size grown men. But he did not say it was nasty. He liked it, but he just didn't eat it all. But if you like chicken nachos, you might want to try chicken nachos. Yeah. Yep, found out it's mine. We don't like it. I might be low. So I pumped out for the same reason. But anyway, what I got was the wings as an appetizer wings. They were really, really good, really, really tasty. I got the dry real wings, and they were really, I mean, they were good. Them wings were good. Them wings was really, really good. I liked it. It was just some good little party. It was like some good party wings, all done. But they were good. They weren't cooked hard. You know, I don't think they were fried. I mean, I guess they could have been, but sometimes I get garden wings. I be like, I don't think them wings were fried because they weren't crispy. And they also said they put barbecue sauce on them, but no, I just want the dry rub. They were really, really tasty. I got the super shrimp bowl. Now there was some good sized shrimp. I think they said they were good shrimp. I think, but I think them shrimps was fresh. So you come down here and the shrimp tastes real good, and then you back home and you be like, oh, that's what they say. It was definitely a better tasting shrimp. They were definitely better tasting shrimp than the ones I'm used to eating back where I stay, which is not 8 hours away from the road in West Tennessee. So I think I called the Hangout, baby. That was an experience. They had the DJs going. The man said something. The DJ man said something about spring break 2025, and the crowd went wild. That's all I can tell you. So yeah, if you're staying at the Best Western on the beach or Gulf Shores, I would definitely recommend the Hangout, which was an experience. A whole beach vibe experience. They need to add that to their, Dollar General. Y'all better ask them better. And they pink too and got the little daisies on 'em. Thank you, Dollar General, baby, because I want to come down here trying to buy no sound. I don't want to come down here doing all this. I want to do whatever I need it. I know these people's going to have me some beach chairs. Now, I wasn't smart enough yesterday to figure out the beach chairs wasn't out because the winds were so high. I'm like, where's all the beach chairs? Like, I wanted to sit out. You stay in the high winds, but I guess that's not the proper thing to do. When the winds are high and all that, it was all cloud and heavy rain and storm and all that. And I guess some people like, no, you know, that ain't the time to do that. I did not know that, you know. So I know now. But they had already been, the weather folks had already been saying, baby, come Sunday, that sun was going to shine. So, yeah, that's it. If I could just get down there, am I a fool? Did I feel like a fool on that, in all that rain? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But, I mean, I wasn't going to cancel that 139. I was just going to pull over. And like I'm saying, you have to mentally prepare yourself. By the way, I mentally prepare myself driving out the rain. I said, if it's not raining too bad, and I can see the markings on the road, them little white lines, yellow lines, okay, I keep going. When it start raining shit, baby, Teresa, I got to pull it over. I ain't doing all that with the rain. So, and the thing about it, what I did, this is like a 7.5, 8 hour drive and all that, but you know, you got to get your gas stops and all that, about two of them or whatever. On the way, I filled up the night before, so I filled up Friday after I got off work. So when I got up, my tank was already full. And I got gas twice on the way down, right? Get gas 2 additional times to get down here. Now I'm still at like almost a full tank. And then another rule was like, you know, and I didn't know GPS went out because that kind of threw me for a loop. So when the thing went out, I pulled out. So I'm like, all I did was stop and pad, get the gas, and get right back on 98. Lo and behold, the thing went out, I pulled over. I'm like, oh my God, let me turn around and go back to passing off. Come to find out in certain spots in GPS, we'll go out. But my auntie told me just to keep going. And lo and behold, it did come back in, went out again, as we get closer. Mobile, it came in and it stayed up for me to make it on this road. So that kind of threw me for it. That's the time, first time going that far, 8 hours, I'm going to be depending on Miss GPS. Because she had me shook when she talking about off route. I'm like, oh my God, I ain't doing nothing. Going down the same old, if I could go on the same old highway, so now I know better. So then the GPS will tell you how many miles it is for your next turn off, or if your next time you want to go on, maybe onto another verge, onto another, like going up to another highway, another interstate. So a few miles from that point, that's when I would get the gas. So I didn't wait to the turn off point to say, oh, I was like, if I'm finna turn off, I know I'm finna have to go another set of long mile. So let me get this gas before I get up to this turn off point. So I kind of did that a couple of times, and that seemed to make sense to me. So yeah, we was out here. But I'm finna head on back up to this room. So me and my boy can prepare to get up and get the hell out of here. Because it's about to be 11 o'clock, and we're gonna go down to Lambert's and all that. But like I said, next time I'm not finna be. I guess I could have called customer service and let them folks know that I didn't want to lose that 139 night, and I need another room. Because to come up here and talk about checking out and then checking the line, but it's on the road. Y'all subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching. And this is just a clip. I'm just adding a clip for it, yeah. Yeah, this might be the last clip